Although it is funny, I'm sure a lot of people seen the Zavala, the voice actor, the voice actor behind Zavala, reading out, which has gone viral, reading out what was kind of a meme, but which was essentially along the lines of Zavala, what Zavala should have said to Keitel, pretty much. But it's funny because it's true. It kind of is, like, to a certain extent. To what extent are some of these villains that show up in Destiny a little bit tone deaf? Because I've always thought, like, at a certain point it's getting a little bit of offensive, these aliens showing up, and even for Keitel to be like, bow. It's like, have you been paying attention to Destiny the past, like, maybe 2014? Right. In 2014, when the Cabal was scary, when Valis to Ark was our biggest problem, yeah, maybe the Cabal was scary. But in 2021, if you're an alien, you're showing up to the like. Have you seen a trait? Have you heard of this guy called Oryx? Have you heard of, like, you know?
Go out to Sat, see the hole in the ring, and see the corpse of the god that is now floating around Sat. And tell me that you are someone who is capable of telling the Guardians to bow, right? Like, it's totally true.
At this point, unless you're Savathun, I don't want to hear it. And even Xivu, like, she's got to earn her own. But Savathun so far is the only enemy that has just made a laughing stock of the Guardians. She's actually won. She just beat the Guardians and is just like, she's winning right now. But she's the only enemy. She's the only exception. She's definitely, you know, very powerful. But all the other enemies are just like, yeah, I don't know. You should kind of pay attention. Watch a couple trailers and see what the Guardians have done, and maybe you shouldn't be showing up and asking us to bow. Almost a little bit offensive.
I'm still a little cautious of Xivu, and I still rank Riven in that list. But you're totally right, dude. Like, it's crazy to me to sit there and see some of these enemies will just come along and attempt to be generic threats. It's like, you do understand the track record here, you know? Like, this story has been told before, and it doesn't end well for you. Like, it's not good. You know, it's why I like the kind of alternative threats that some of them can bring to the table. So, like, Amtech. Nobody knows who the hell Amtech was, but Amtech is the fourth Scion sister. You remember the 3 Scions from Season of Dawn? They were the ones in the Sundial, like those bosses.
Almighty crash.
Yeah, she's the one who caused the Almighty to crash and was going to crash it into the Earth. That's an alternative threat that I can take seriously, you know, because you never see Amtech at all, but the Almighty was an ever-present thing, and by the end of the season, you actually saw the goddamn thing crash. You know, that's pretty fantastic as far as an alternate threat goes. Keitel's fleet does not scare me because I know that fleet is made up of individual Cabal and Scions and Warbeasts, and yeah, I've not found any problem killing any Cabal. I've not, you know, like, I hate to say it, but, like, Callus was a robot, and he was probably the most challenging of the bunch. Galran was infected by the Hive, and he was pretty cool, but still fell. Like, you know, these are, yeah, Gaul.
He's the only one that's done a decent job.
Took the light and still wasn't good enough, you know? Like,
Traveler said nope.
Traveler sat down and was like, I apologize, but they're still going to rave more about Valis Dark than they are about you. Like, I'm terribly sorry, but he's just more famous.
Yeah. Valis Ark Guardians are more scared of Valis Ark than a lot of these threats. Yeah, it's just kind of. I think that's important though. When Bungie's introducing these villains, at this point they need to kind of give us a reason to even be bothered about them, a reason to, you know, think they're a legitimate threat, and that's why someone like Savathun, I'm like just infinitely excited for, because it's like, oh, I'm curious to see how it's going to unfold. Like, how are we going to beat this enemy who so far is the biggest, baddest enemy in Destiny history that we have so far not even scratched, not even seen yet. She's just winning. Whereas when you introduce these characters, when you look at Keitel, no one's like, oh no, Keitel's going to destroy all Guardians. But Savathun, that's a story that, you know, you're waiting to see unfold. All the others are like, yeah, at this point you're gonna have to do a lot more than that.